Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday night, and it's us, your favorite principal and pet. We're here with story time. We hope you had a nice day. The sun did come out. It was kind of warm in the middle of the afternoon, so if you had a chance to get out, good for you. Just a reminder that tomorrow teachers will not be posting new work, but if you have work to finish or make up, you should be working on that tomorrow. And of course, if you have work that you haven't finished and need to catch up on over Easter break, you should do that too. Okay? Because every single assignment counts. It's very important that you're all caught up on your stuff, okay? So there's that. Your teachers will be available in the morning for email questions. But then at 12 o'clock, it's a half a day and it starts Easter break. So that's that. All right. Good. That's your public service announcement. And now on to our story for tonight. This story is called After the Fall by Dan Santat. It's called After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. Are you done scratching? Because you're being rude. Okay, thank you. I don't want you to interrupt. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together again, and he's coming out of the King's County Hospital. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. Aww. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. So I guess his favorite cereal was on the top shelf. He was afraid to go up. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. See the paper airplane? I wonder if that was the idea. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. Made a paper bird, not a paper airplane. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt this happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. Uh-oh. What do you think happened? Take a guess before I turn the page. What could have happened? They always do. Oh, look, his paper airplane is going up at the top of the wall. I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things that I had missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it, but I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. That's good advice. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Oh, look, his shell is cracking. Something is happening. What could be happening? What could be happening? What could be happening? Take a guess. Remember me as the egg who got back up? Oh my goodness. What's happening? The eggshell is exploding and I see wings. I'm going to turn the page this way. He turned into a bird. And learned how to fly. That's cool. Oh, that was a good one. I like that story. Awesome. That's good. Did you ever do something that you were afraid of? Or that like you tried it once and it scared you and like you did it again and then you succeeded? That's a good feeling. So that's a good story. Reminds you never give up. Even when it's a little scary sometimes. Like that time I jumped out of a plane. Which some of you still don't believe, but I really did. Maybe one day we'll play that video for something. We'll see. Okay? All right. Have a great night. I will be back in the morning for prayers and Virtue's Pick. I miss you all. Mwah. Good night.